We have heard stories of people all over the country flocking to animal shelters and adopting dogs during the pandemic. It's understandable. For many families, it can mean an opportunity to spend time with a new canine friend. Along with all the pros, though, there are a few cons to keep in mind before you make a dog, give a dog its forever home. Maya Brousseau from the Dumb Friends League joins us on Skype to answer some questions this morning. Maya, good morning.
Good morning.
So, socialization. So important for dogs to start a new life. So how can we do that while we're physically distancing?
Well, there's a couple of things to think about. With social distancing happening, it can be hard to introduce your puppy or dog to new people and other dogs. But there's other pieces of socialization you need to think about. That can be introducing your puppy to new experiences, to new noises. So it could be riding in the car for the first time. Some dogs have never done that. Introducing them to new surfaces, like a shiny floor they might not be used to, the sound of the doorbell ringing. And you should always make sure anytime you're introducing your puppy or dog to anything new that you are including lots of treats and making sure that it's not just something new, but something positive with something new. We want to make sure it's a good experience. There's also ways, though, that you can still meet other people through having your dog maybe sit in the front yard with you. And when you see other people or other dogs, then give them treats and tell them that they're a good dog and let them learn about it that way, about having positive experiences with people that way. You could try social distancing dog walk dates too, where you keep your distance, but you let the dogs interact with each other. So there are still some ways that you can get to that socialization even during this difficult time.
That's what we've been doing, actually, that whole long leash thing, staying away from others but letting the dogs interact. So a lot of our furry friends, especially the bigger ones, need a lot of exercise too. So what's the appropriate amount of exercise when we're stuck at home here?
Well, exercise is another one where you kind of want to think about it from like a different perspective. And that is to think more about some mental stimulation that can be really beneficial for your dog. There is a really interesting, it's actually a sport that dogs can participate in called nose work. And it teaches them to use their seeking mechanism with their noses rather than with their eyes. So what you do is you put them in another room for a few minutes, you hide treats around the house, and then you give them that opportunity to use their noses and seek out those treats. It's amazing how tired your dog will get from doing some of these mental exercises. And so it's a good thing to add in with some of the exercising that you're doing outside, or to do on days when we have bad weather or you just can't make it outside and give them that long walk that they need.
I love that. That's awesome. All right, so given all of that, do you think this is a good time to go get a dog?
You know, you still have to consider all of the same things that we always ask people to consider before they get a pet. Do you have the time? When we're not supposed to be all staying at home, are you still going to have that time that you're going to need to dedicate to your pet? Also think about the costs of owning a pet. All of the things that you normally would think about all of those things and think about how your life is going to be different in a few months from now.
Absolutely. Maya Brousseau, as always, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and best of luck to you guys out there. Stay healthy.
Thank you.
Okay.